Yes, hello. My name is Jesse Harris. And before I go into the professional aspects, I would like to at least develop an understanding and an idea of what led me to these aspects of who I am. So growing up, my father owned his own landscaping business. It was a very successful business, and I was a very integral part of it. In doing this, I learned a couple things. The first thing that I learned was how to deal with people who were dissatisfied. This didn't happen all the time, but of course, in positions like this, you do encounter it. And it's sometimes difficult, but you have to navigate through that sort of difficult terrain and ultimately come to an understanding with whoever it may be, the customer, that sort of satisfies both needs. The second thing that I learned, and probably the most valuable thing, was this idea of completing a project and making essentially something from nothing. Sometimes we would perform jobs that would last over the course of a month or 2 months, and to see what was essentially created from this was a very pivotal part of my experience in this. And being so young, I really took a lot from it, I think. So I did this sort of work until I was about 18 years old, when I left and I joined the Navy. And the Navy was different in the sense that the Navy demanded that I work as a member of a team. And this was very different from what I was used to growing up. Landscaping, I essentially worked as an individual. But being that I was 18, I was able to take this experience and really learn something from it. And learn how to work with other people. And this also became a very instrumental part of what has thus far built my ethics in work. I would definitely say that this is the most important thing that I learned in the Navy. And I think that it is a very important aspect to have. So to bring it to why I'm here to be an electrical engineer, as I mentioned, I was in the Navy, and I was an aviation electrician in the Navy. And this allowed me to sort of get a macro view of electricity and how it works from a component to a component basis. And now studying in school, I'm getting sort of this micro or theoretical view of electricity. And they do, in fact, complement each other a lot. And having this generalized view of how components operate, and then coming to this understanding of why they operate this way, has given me, I think, a very good understanding of it. And I think that this sort of work, being in the Navy, and also working as an individual and as a team member, gives me an incredible advantage as an engineer, in that I can perform in many different situations. Which I suppose would lead me to the point of one other aspect of the Navy that I was able to learn something from, and that was this idea of stress in my environment. We cannot control our environments, and a lot of times I was presented in situations where I was demanded to do work under high stress situations. And over time, I've just become accustomed to these situations. And I'm now able to function under stress as though stress were not there. And all these things combined, I feel, and I know, will make me a good engineer. Thank you.